Hey, this is Mark Valier with MK Golf. I'm going to talk today a little bit more about grinding wedges. Today I'm going to take a wedge and I'm going to do a heel grind. So what I'm going to do with this particular wedge is I'm going to take the back heel off of this right here. So one of the reasons to do that, this is an F grind from Vokey. And so I consider this to be a pretty straight grind. There's not a whole lot of material that's missing. There's no specific camber on the back. And so if you're trying to set this wedge down on the ground, this heel touches. So in order to do grinding, I always use protective equipment. I use gloves, a face mask. I also have a vacuum system and kind of keeps a lot of the dust out of the back of the room where we do all our grinding. So I'm going to do a little grinding on this right now. Okay, so far I've got a little bit of the heel removed, and I always try to, as a grinder, as a wedge grinder, I want to try to keep the material as I'm taking it off. I want to keep it in a smooth grind. I don't want what we call double cuts. Early on in my career as a machinist, and so I learned how to do a lot of hand work on grinders and milling machines and lathes and so forth. So I'm going to do a little bit more grinding on this and get it back. I also don't want to get it too hot. That's why I have a little glass of water there. So depending on how aggressive I want to be, how close to the leading edge I want to get, and whatever the customer is asking me to do, how aggressive they want to get with regard to taking this wedge and having it be able to be laid open more and get this leading edge lower to the ground. So as I continue to grind, I got a little double cut there. Let's see if I can get that off. So if you look at it from the back, you can see that heel now there's some material removed from the heel. And I'm going to quickly change this belt so I can do a little polishing on it. The little system I have, I enjoy this little attachment. It's called a multi-tool. You change it pretty quick, turn it back on, get it started. And now for the customer's sake, I'm going to do a little polish on this so it looks a little nicer. So just from an aesthetics perspective, I've used a polishing bit like a more of a crocus cloth material, and I've got it nice and smoothed out. You still see a line right there from the original grind. And so if you take this wedge now and you were going to hit it square, that heel grind really doesn't affect the playability of the club from a full shot perspective. But now I've got a little relief back there, and if I wanted to lay it open on the ground, that will give your heel the ability to get a little closer to the ground and have the blade more open. This is Mark Valier with MK Golf. I'll have more grinding tips later on. Thanks.